Hello Sunshines, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you guys some of my top curly hair hacks. Although some of them may be considered just as tips and tricks. I'm gonna try to go very quickly. I don't want it to be a long video, so let's begin. Number one curly hair hack is overnight deep conditioning. Now that may seem simple just by the way that I said it, but it's not. But then it is. It is very simple actually. Allow me to explain. Deep conditioning your hair doesn't have to seem like a hassle or taking a lot of time out of your day because you can do it while you sleep. And the trick is to cleanse your hair at least 2 hours before you plan on going to bed, just to avoid going to sleep with wet hair. And you're going to cleanse your hair as normal as you normally would with whatever product you like, condition your hair and detangle your hair, all that basic stuff. And when you're done doing that, you're going to apply your deep conditioner. You're going to just apply it as you're applying a leave-in conditioner. That's all you're gonna do. Again, you can use whatever you like. The point is, choose your deep conditioner and choose your oil, apply it, leave it in, go about your night doing whatever it is that you're going to do that night. Leave your hair as is. You can put it up, put it down. I prefer to leave it down. And by the time you go to bed, your hair is pretty much dry. You don't need to worry about your sheets and your pillow getting messed up. And now when you wake up in the morning, there's not anything different to do except to rinse your deep conditioner out and then style your hair as you usually would. And I find this to be the easiest way to deep treat and deep condition my hair. And what you'll notice is that your hair is significantly moisturized and more cooperative. My next hack and tip is my long time doing of using cold water. Stop honking. Using cold water to, you see, he threw me off. Always rinse your hair with cold water. Whether you're doing something as simple as a basic washing and conditioning, the last rinse in your hair should be with cold water to seal in moisture and close your hair shaft. And this will make your hair more shiny. I also rinse my hair with cold water after I deep condition. The last rinse is always cold water. And if you've never done this before, you're gonna notice a big change in your hair the more you do this. My next tip, most of you guys may already know this, but maybe some of you guys don't. Surprisingly, some people don't. I always dry my hair with a microfiber towel, but here's where the hack comes in. A t-shirt is just as good. You don't need to spend money on an actual microfiber towel. Get yourself a t-shirt, maybe the t-shirt you were wearing before you went into the shower. It'll soak up the excess water that you don't want your hair dripping around. It won't rip out your hair, it's not too harsh, and it'll prevent frizz, and it gets the job done. And never, ever, ever use a standard cotton towel again. This next hack is for those of you who do not like to air dry. I personally prefer air drying my hair because I feel like it looks best, but I get it. Some of you do not like that process and you are not as patient as I am. Get yourself a blow dryer that has a cold setting. For many years, I didn't even own a hair dryer anymore because I got rid of it after my whole heat damage phase that I fully recovered, obviously. But about a year ago, I got one and I've legit only used it about 2 or 3 times since I've got it, because even though I have it, I still air dry. But I must admit, I've had occasions where I have to run out the house or I have an event to go to and I end up having to wash my hair that same day and having to arrive to where I need to go with my hair fully intact and take pictures and all that. So what I do is I take my blow dryer and I put it on the lowest warm setting first, dry it as much as I could, and then I do the rest of it with cold air. And it only takes me like 20 to 30 minutes to fully dry my hair as opposed to 2 to 3 hours of air drying. My next tip is to always sleep on a satin pillowcase. And I make sure to do this, especially if I want my hair to really look good the next day or if I plan on having it down like it is right now. And these are very cheap. You can get a satin pillowcase on Amazon or at your local bedsheet store, wherever they sell stuff like that, you know? And when you wake up in the morning after sleeping on a satin pillowcase, your hair and your skin just looks great. My next tip is to restyle with very lightweight products. This is a must if you are trying to preserve your hair throughout the whole week without having to restyle so much or do too much work. I don't think a lot of you guys realize that when you're seeing my curly hair routines, all that work that I do to style my hair really nicely is only done on the first day. And every other day after that, Lightweight products are just going to moisturize certain sections that need it. And by using lightweight products, I'm not overloading my hair and causing buildup and my hair starts acting all loopy. And you're just gonna dampen your hair around the edges of your head, a little bit on the crown and on your ends. You don't need to soak it wet. And you're gonna take your favorite leave-in product or your favorite leave-in detangler that's a little moisturizing. The one I'm using is by Shea Moisture. This has been my current fave for restyling. And my rule is I only restyle with one product. This way, I'm not overloading my hair with a bunch of products that's pretty unnecessary. I just take a little bit on my hand after my hair is dampened with water and I run it across the top of my hair. I'm not digging my fingers in my hair and combing it through because that's just going to disturb my curls. I want my curls to remain as is. I don't want to disrupt them. I don't want to make my hair frizzy. I simply run it across the top very gently and just smooth it in with my hands. And as you can see, there's still a lot of product in my hand. I'm just making sure that a little bit is getting on the areas that I want to focus on. And this is what really makes my hair look even better the next day because I'm not disturbing my curl. See, that's pretty low maintenance, right? My next tip is for those of you guys who love gels and mousse and having holds in your hair. Go on Google and start searching for a gel that doesn't have alcohol, because those gels that do provide a lot of hold usually have a high amount of alcohol, which is kind of harming to our hair because it's over drying our hair, throwing off our pH balance and making your hair more prone to breakage. For example, here is an alcohol-free aloe vera based gel. So this has become my go-to basically. There has been times that I really like using a gel, but then that gel has too much hold in there for me, for my liking. So what I end up doing is adding a few drops of oil in a separate bottle and creating a small combo of the gel and the oil. And because the oil is in there, it's not making my hair as crunchy and stiff. If you have curly hair as well, you know that when you do a ponytail, all your length is gone because curly hair is so shrinking that when you do a ponytail, it's obviously going to shrink even more because you're putting your hair up, right? I've done this tutorial before. I will link it down below for those of you who haven't seen it. In the video, my hair was much shorter than now, so you can see significantly how I made my hair look much longer while it's in a ponytail. So today I'm going to show you that hack once again, since this is a curly hack video. All you're going to need is 3 hair ties and possibly some bobby pins. First off, I leave out a small section of hair in the front, and I'm going to then gather 3 sections of hair, tying each section up individually and loosely, not too tight, with a black hair tie. Once you've tied all 3, adjust it to your liking and you're good to go. Now, as you can see, my ponytail is much longer than it would be if I were to just tie it all up at once. This next hack is to deep condition on the go within a hairstyle. If you can't deep condition at home or somewhere along your plans, you must deep condition on the go. This is something that saved me during my transitioning process to becoming all natural with healthy hair. I was making sure that every single time I did my hair, there were some great ingredients in my hair and my hair was absorbing those ingredients so that my hair can heal faster. If you are someone who is struggling with heat damage or any type of chemical damage, or maybe you have a perm or some type of Brazilian blowout or the keratin treatment, whatever it may be, you're at a point where you don't feel comfortable leaving your hair curly like this because your hair is going all crazy with the texture and it's not as healthy. And the point of this is to get some deep conditioning into your hair and to get some nourishment in there while you're doing a cute updo. And it's super simple. You just need to choose a deep conditioner and possibly add coconut oil in there. It's always best to dampen your hair first before applying any products. Then proceed and apply your deep conditioner or your treatment and smooth it in as much as you like to moisturize all of your hair strands from top to bottom. And I suggest adding some coconut oil because coconut oil is obviously my BFF. And you can do whatever hairstyle you like, it's up to you. I'm just giving you a simple example of the first hairstyle that came to mind. And this hairstyle is super easy. I used to do it all the time. It only takes about 2 minutes to create with a few bobby pins to hold down the twist and a hair tie to either leave it as a ponytail or a quick little bun. And what's great about this is that I can leave this treatment in my hair with the oil and just restyle it for the next 3 days and then wash it out when I'm ready. So what did you think about my hacks? Would you use any of these hacks and tips and tricks? Let me know in the comments below. And also, if you like these hack videos, I have tons of beauty hacks that I don't think I've ever shared. Press the thumbs up, like this video if you enjoy these hacks, and I'll do a beauty version. And if you haven't already, of course, subscribe to my channel this way you never miss a video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, sunshines.